There is a place in northern Mexico where radios stop working, compasses spin, and communication simply disappears. Locals call it the Zone of Silence. And for more than 50 years, it has attracted scientists, soldiers, journalists, and curious travelers searching for answers. The Zone of Silence lies in the Mapimí Basin, a remote desert spanning Durango, Chihuahua, and Coahuila. From above, it looks completely ordinary, with cracked soil, scattered cactus, dusty shrubs, rattlesnakes warming in the sun, and endless horizons. But once inside the zone, technology begins to fail. Walkie-talkies lose range, GPS devices stop tracking satellites, and drones drop signal without warning. Even pilots once reported navigation errors when flying overhead. Because information and communication vanish so easily, some have nicknamed the region Mexico's Bermuda Triangle. The mystery became global in 1970, when the United States was testing an Athena missile in New Mexico. A malfunction sent the missile hundreds of kilometers off course, and it eventually crashed inside the Mexican desert. American recovery teams entered the region, but according to reports, their radio equipment repeatedly failed inside a circular area near the crash site. When newspapers learned about this detail, the phrase "Zone of Silence" spread internationally, and the desert became an object of fascination. However, scientific interest in the region existed long before the missile crash. Geologists had already noticed that meteorites seemed to fall here more often than expected. The most famous example was the Allende meteorite in 1969, which exploded over the desert and scattered thousands of fragments across the ground. When scientists analyzed those fragments, they discovered minerals older than Earth itself. During the space race, NASA, Soviet researchers, and universities sent teams into the desert to study these ancient rocks. Some theorists suggest that the Zone of Silence sits on a magnetic anomaly that influences how material enters the atmosphere, although others argue that meteorites are simply easier to find in a barren desert than in a forest or a city. The geology and biology of the region add another layer of mystery. Fossils of marine turtles and seashells are found throughout the Zone of Silence, despite the nearest ocean being extremely far away. These fossils are remnants of an ancient inland sea that covered northern Mexico millions of years ago. Today, rare plants grow only inside the zone, including a purple cactus that has fascinated botanists for decades. Local reptiles and rodents also show unusual genetic isolation compared to populations outside the region. The desert is also surrounded by myths and stories. Residents speak of glowing orbs that drift silently across the night sky, or mysterious visitors who appear in the desert, ask for water in perfect Spanish, and then vanish without leaving footprints. Whether these accounts are illusions, misinterpretations, or something else entirely, they have become part of the region's cultural identity. Scientists offer a grounded explanation for the phenomenon. Geological surveys show that the soil and rocks in the Zone of Silence contain high concentrations of magnetic minerals, such as magnetite and hematite. These minerals can interfere with electromagnetic signals. When combined with underground rock formations and the shape of the surrounding basin, they can scatter or absorb radio waves, creating pockets where signals weaken or disappear. From this perspective, the Zone of Silence is not supernatural at all. It is a natural electromagnetic and geological anomaly. Even with scientific explanations, the zone remains fascinating because it sits perfectly between fact and legend. Devices still malfunction, meteorites still fall, fossils lie in a desert that was once a sea, and strange stories continue to circulate. The Zone of Silence is a reminder that our planet still contains places that challenge our assumptions and reveal how much we have yet to understand. If this changed how you see Mexico's hidden geography, consider subscribing for more world mysteries and unexplained places. And tell us in the comments which location we should explore next: the Darien Gap, the Baltic Sea anomaly, or Lake Natron. I am reading every answer.